Hello folks, Lewis on Film here, and I am Lewis, and today I'm going to dive straight into a review of Godzilla vs. King Kong. Okay folks, so Godzilla vs. Kong, obviously it's a sequel to the MonsterVerse films. We've had Godzilla, and we've had Godzilla King of Monsters, which I was not a fan of. I didn't really like Godzilla either, to be honest with you. Kong Skull Island I absolutely loved. I really did. And this one then crosses both paths for the first time. First time in this series of films, shall we say. And I had faith. Because it's directed by Adam Wingard, who has done You're Next, the Blair Witch remake, and he did The Guest. And he's a great director. He's a really good director. So I had faith. That it would be good. And I think he has succeeded in making the best of this. Because the story here, if you can say there is one, is basically Kong is being taken from Skull Island because they think he's the key to getting to the centre of the earth, basically, is what the place is. And Godzilla tries to stop them from getting Kong to this place because they're after a great power. They're after the sort of power source that will bring forth destruction, without leaning into too many spoilers there. And that's what happens. That's easy enough. That's the plot. Along the way, Godzilla and Kong clash a few times, which is fine. That's kind of all you need, given the fact that the film is called Godzilla vs. Kong, and all you needed really was you needed someone to just read the title. Adam Wingard read the title and said, okay, so I need to have a massive monster fight. And for the first time, I think for the very first time, we've got that. We've got a massive monster fight. And it's fun. It's lots and lots of fun. Now, like I said, someone just read the title, Godzilla vs. Kong, find a way to get them to clash. Of course, there is a little bit more to it in the lore of the world, which is fine, and it's all in there. It's really straightforward. Sometimes they may skip a chapter and just say, oh, come on, keep up. Sometimes they don't explain anything and just kind of expect you just to go along for the ride, and, as far as I'm concerned, that's absolutely fine. I'm not saying the film's perfect, because it isn't. It's very loosely written, very loosely kind of delivered in terms of actual story and character development. There's practically none. The one character development there is the young girl called Gia, whatever it's called, who's an orphaned deaf girl, I believe, who is able to communicate with Kong through sign language. And she's his friend, and so she goes along for the ride. And Rebecca Hall, I love Rebecca Hall, she's in it. So I was like, oh, I'm really liking this cast so far. And yeah, it's just a massive monster brawl, albeit strung together with a very fine bit of wire that could snap at any moment, but somehow it manages to hold on. It manages to support the film there, and visually, I think it's really good. The visual effects are excellent. The action in it is enjoyable, and it's complete silliness and mindless fun, isn't it? But that's okay, because they deliver what we want them to deliver. We get Godzilla vs. Kong. The bad then. So, okay, look, like I say, there's little to no character development in here. Very little in terms of actual mystery solved. I think the film gives you more questions. You've got a lot of questions left at the end of it. and the ever-expanding MonsterVerse is likely to catch up eventually and go, oh, okay, let's run with this idea and that idea, and Millie Bobby Brown popping up and saying, being the star that she is, just running with the whole idea of there's a conspiracy going on, we need to find it. And yeah, it's completely mad how they glance over things just so they don't have to explain how things happened and came about. They just glance over them, say, "Yep, it happened." Sometimes, a lot of the time, especially in big blockbusters like this, that's okay. But the story just isn't there, and that's fine. But like I say, I sort of didn't care because the title is called Godzilla vs. Kong, and we get Godzilla vs. Kong. I'm happy. So I enjoyed it. I really did. Go check it out. I don't know if they're going to re-release this one in the cinemas when they reopen. If they do, I might check it out again because, like I say, I did find enjoyment in it, and to see it on the big screen again, I probably would have. If I'd seen it on the big screen the first time, I probably would have enjoyed it even more. So yeah, I hope they do, but we'll find out. Thank you very much again. Do let me know what you think of these things, by the way. And again, there's lots of films coming out now. It's impossible to catch all of them, but please do let me know if there's anything that you would like me to review. I will do that for you if I can. Thank you very much, folks. See you again next time.